Hey class. So I have just received Joseph's Scorpion, and you'll notice that there's something wrong with it. He's baked all the materials. He has put his entire file in the shared folder so that I can have access to it. And if everything was working correctly, of course, this should be fine. But there are no materials. In fact, if I come in here, if I open up the material editor, you'll notice that everything in here is empty. It is black. Even though it might show some sort of effects over here, it's not what we're looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in this video how can you export it so that your materials will be included as well. And notice that I did say export it because this is going to involve us also exporting an FBX of the file, not just having the regular file included with it. So I'm going to exit out of here. Now open your Max file that has all of the materials working on it. Now in order to be able to have those materials carry over, you're going to have what's called an FBM file, or folder actually. That folder is going to contain the materials for the Scorpion. When you just share your 3ds Max file, it's not going to include the FBM automatically. So what you need to do is to come up here, let's go to export, and I'm just going to replace the other file that I have in here. So you are going to export it actually an FBX file. I'm just going to replace that. Most of the default settings are fine. We don't have any animation that we're including with this, and we also don't have any cameras or lights, so you can go ahead and turn all of those off. But you need to make sure that embed media is selected. And also under shell materials, make sure it's baked materials. So now this is only going to work if you have actually baked all of your materials onto the Scorpion. So I hit OK. I'm going to go into my export file. It's okay, I'll just select that. And I'm going to find the FBX file that I just created right here. Now you'll notice that there's no FBM folder yet. In order to get that, I have to open this. So I'm just going to open the FBX file. You'll want to come through here, and actually the default settings are fine. There's no animation, so you really don't need that. Same with cameras, and same with lights, unless you have that included somehow. Hit OK. Notice that it says that it's importing the envelopes. So it's actually importing everything. However, you can't really work with the FBX file because the FBX file isn't going to be able to accept, or it's not going to receive really all of the controls that you set up, and a lot of stuff is going to be unlinked. But we don't really care about that. The only thing we care about is getting the FBM folder that is created when you open this file up. And as you can see right here, that folder has appeared. If I go into here, you can see that it has all of the materials that are included. It's taking a while for it to import everything here, so hopefully it'll finish up that and hasn't just frozen. Here we go. Going to get a whole lot of errors. It's going to look good, but now you'll notice, just as I mentioned before, that if I try to grab any of these controllers, it's not going to work. So that creates a problem for us. But like I said, we don't really care. We're not going to use this. So all you're going to do now that it is opened is close it. You don't even have to save. Okay, now, see, I'm going to get rid of, that's the old FBM folder that I used for the illustration purposes. Now here is that FBM folder that was created when I opened that FBX. I'm just going to take that with my Max file. This is the Max file that was shared with me. Just drop it in the same folder. And now when you open it up, you will see that the materials have been applied and you also have access to all of the controls.